Welcome to Midcard Maniacs. I'm Jay.
And I'm John.
And today we're going to be talking about how CM Punk will debut in AEW. Now, admittedly, I stepped aside from wrestling when CM Punk did his entire run. I was a big wrestling fan, and then I took a big break that was exactly the length of CM Punk's run.
You missed the summer of Punk.
Yeah, I missed the summer of Punk. I caught a few AJ Lee matches before she left. I've obviously seen the pipe bomb just because people had recommended it, but it's very evident that he is coming to AEW because if you've been on YouTube, literally every single person is talking about it multiple times a week, and here we are, ironically, doing the exact same thing. We're trying to get the clickies. Come on, we're a new channel. We need to fucking grow. We gotta talk about the hot topics and not just predictions. So let's talk about CM Punk and AEW. We've heard all the clues especially from the most recent Dynamite. I think there was 3 different times, not only Darby Allin, MJF basically quoted the pipe bomb. There's a couple different very notable things. Even if you look at the All Out trailer, there's 4 stars just hanging out in the skyline. So I think he's going to debut at AEW Rampage on the 20th, which will be the 2nd episode of Rampage, The First Dance.
It makes sense. You know the kind of reaction he's going to get out of a Chicago crowd, being from Chicago. The real question is, what does he do? That is the big thing. Are you going to have him go right after the Elite? Guess what, Christian? We're going to put you aside because it feels as though Christian is really the one who's next in line. Now that Paige is out of the equation.
Right, so they've basically, they've made this storyline build up for Kenny Omega and Paige to finally come to a head at All Out. And they're like, no, we need to take advantage of this. We're going to push that aside, which is great because the long time story build for that is fantastic. Let Paige suffer for a bit. It makes that victory so much better. Punk debuts on the Friday. Just debuts, not his in-ring debut. His in-ring debut will be for the championship at All Out.
Oh, no, you're crazy. His in-ring debut is going to be the following week against Doc Gallows because it's going to be awkward when they have that straight edge society moment and he's going to be walking backstage with him, Gallows, and Serena Deeb.
I really hope that does happen. That would be so great. I think it's more of being the Elite kind of thing.
If they made a straight edge society reference, I would die because I loved that stable. If Gallows turned on the Elite and joined CM Punk, that would also be really hilarious.
Now, could that not happen if he goes against Omega?
It could. I just don't see him going right for
the main title.
Right for the main title. There's no reason for him to be the one to beat Kenny Omega. You have to think whoever's taking the title off of Omega is going to be the next biggest star in AEW.
All right, well, Darby Allin had mentioned that he wanted to go against him. He's looking for the best in the world. Darby Allin versus CM Punk would be awesome. A great entry, but he's definitely going for the top of the card almost immediately.
I almost feel like he should be going against Ethan Page. You can't have CM Punk debut as a heel. He's going to be loved and adored by everybody.
Of course, yeah.
So who better to go against him on the mic than Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, the Men of the Year?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't hate that.
I think Ethan Page is the perfect wrestler to create a storyline that even though he's going to lose, it's not going to affect him because he is that heel. He is the one who can eat the losses but come back the next week and still feel as strong. And I think the way that him and Scorpio Sky are together, it can also bring in a chance for CM Punk to have a tag match and someone else come in and help him.
I totally agree.
Think about it this way. All Ego, Ethan Page, was the big signing, the big debut not too long ago. Has he gone for the titles? Has he really done anything other than this feud with Darby Allin and Sting? So to be overshadowed by CM Punk is going to eat him up because he's supposed to be the next big thing.
Right. It drives his character to be why isn't it me? Why am I being pushed aside side because you keep bringing in all these people. The promos are going to be insane because he's just so good on the mic, honestly. And he can create a promo out of anything. He's like Eddie Kingston, but like not Eddie Kingston yet.
That's what's nice about it too, is when you throw Scorpio Sky in the mix, he's someone else who was supposed to be the future of AEW and has been overshadowed by all these new debuts and new signings, that it's the perfect storyline for the veteran wrestler who is coming back for one last run, overshadowing the future. And I think Paige and Sky are the perfect opponents and perfect storyline for CM Punk.
So how do you guys think CM Punk will debut in AEW? Who should his first feud be? And what do you think of our thoughts? Let us know in the comments, like this video, and if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with everything here on Midcard Maniacs.